Hello everyone, I am Ariel and welcome to my spiritual diary. Today I'm going to be talking about Psalms chapter 23. I'm going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to specifically talk about a couple of verses. Yesterday I was cleaning in my kitchen, and though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, that verse came up in my mind, and I had this moment of insight that I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to read, it's 5:55. The time is 5:55. It's pretty cool. So Psalm 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I dwell in the house of the Lord forever." So why did the writer or the mystic or whoever wrote this verse say, "Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death"? Well, there's two reasons. The world as it is, even Jesus called it the world of Caesar, is the world of dead men. What does that mean? Our imagination, and I'll get into this a little bit more later, but this is essentially the world of dead men, because a lot of us, a lot of people, we operate through our unconscious programming. So for that reason, it is the valley of the shadow of death, because we unconsciously exercise our imagination and our inner faculties and create a world that looks like this. So for that reason, because we are unconscious, there is Christ consciousness is asleep within us, and because we are asleep, this is the valley of the shadow of death. So dead men operate here, because a lot of what we are creating collectively is from an unconscious state of mind. So another reason why it's the valley of the shadow of death is also that the external world is not right now a representation of our state of consciousness. What do I mean? So when somebody is having a state of, their inner state of consciousness changes, the change within them is not immediately reflected in the world of form, right? So it takes time for the change in consciousness to register in the external world. And so for that reason, there is a period of time where we will not see the evidence of our change of state of consciousness. And so, but that doesn't mean we're not evolving inside. It's just this world takes a little bit longer to catch up. So this mirror is delayed a little bit. So that is another reason why it's the valley of the shadow of death, because it's reflecting back at us an older state of consciousness. And so there's a period of time where it's going to take a bit of time for the external world to reflect our current state of consciousness. So that's one. And then the last verse where it says, "And I dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Where is the house of the Lord consciousness? And that's why it says forever, because you're like, wait a minute, I dwell in the house of the Lord forever? Yes, because we dwell in consciousness, and for that reason we are eternal. So our body will die, but our consciousness will continue to live, so to speak. So that's why it says, and I dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So though our body may die, our consciousness will continue to exist. The house of the Lord is consciousness. So that is what I have for today. I hope that explained a few things for you guys. I love this chapter, Psalms 23. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to read it again. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I dwell in the house of consciousness forever. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please share it, like it, and subscribe. Thank you so much.